Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Harrison here. So yesterday we had locals. I finally got my D-mod card, so I decided to play Rokket, and it ended up winning the event. During Swiss, I lost to Rokket, then beat Elven Note, Radiant. What was the other two? Another Rokket, and I can't remember the last deck. Then Top Cut, I beat Elven Note and two Rokket. So this deck, I think, is like pretty good now. Like, it has a really cool niche that no other deck has, and you can adjust it depending on what you think is correct. So like this version is slightly different to the one I posted, because you'll see as I go. But this deck, I think, has a lot of potential, and I think Rokket, like, I played like another event today, and I just kept farming with Rokket decks. I lost to Yummy because my non-engine wasn't good for into it, but I think this deck has high potential. So you play 3 Loader, 3 Tracer, and 3 Quick Launch for your Rokket starters, and also 2 Router. Like, Router I count as like a Rokket starter just because you have like 15 cards that make Router like really strong, and if one of your Rokket cards get interacted with, this is like the best extent to draw. And if you draw Loader plus any Rokket name, like, you kind of just be Nib, or Tracer plus any Rokket name, and Router counts for that as well, so this card's just really good. Then for the rest of the Rockets, it's 1 Detonator, 1 Caliber, 1 Silver. Like, Silver is really strong. Like, ripping the Extra deck is very good in my opinion, which you'll see later on in this deck profile as well. But this hitting Albalentus is really good, and it just plays to give you a negation, a Rokket to use for your, to use for your Link 5s to trigger the effects, which is really good. Then you also play 1 Interlock, 1 Boot Sector, and also 1 Foolish Berry was another Rokket name. Because I didn't want to play like, I wanted to play like one more card that was a starter, because like Vampire doesn't hit like consistently enough, I feel. Like, you can only hit 8 cards, which feels kind of low, but usually ends up being fine. And like, until we get the link to Breach Borrow, like, hitting a Rokket doesn't do it. Like, if you hit a Rokket off Vampire, it's like fine. Once you have Breach Borrow, because you have to make a link too, but can't do it right yet. But this was good. Then for the supporting engine, instead of playing Azamina, I wanted to fit more non-engine and play like, I didn't have the extra space because I wanted to fit other cards in. So I played the Shining Sark stuff. So I played 2 Dark Magician Girl, 1 Gandora, and 1 Shining Sark. I think I'd play like more of this if I was to play this version again. Like, this card was like solid, and Gandora is really crazy going second. Like, the DMG just giving you like 2 bodies plus the D-mod is solid. But what's cool about it is, like, going second, you summon this, you add this, activate it, convert this into D-mod, then gaze on a D-mod, turn it to Dragoon, summon Gandora effect. They try to interact with it, you chain Dragoon, and this won't destroy Dragoon. Then you just play it from there. Like, this card is really cool. I was a big fan of it. But I think moving forward, I'd probably play Horus cards instead, just because they also only have 1 brick. But drawing Imseti and the King Sarcophagus both are good, but drawing Shining Sark isn't that good because a Dark Dragon Extender isn't as good until you get Breach Borrow. And they also let you out Secretary on Dragon. Like, you can use the King Sarcophagus when you swing with Imseti to just send a Secretary on, which is pretty good. So it fixes one of the issues with the deck and helps like you go second a bit better. Then the rest of it is last card. This is meant to be Gaze of Timaeus. Mine is still in the mail, so I borrowed it from a friend. Do not play Gaze is correct. Then extra deck. Rest of the deck is 1 Kolbai, 3 Kula, 3 Ash, 2 Bell, 3 Vela, 3 Infirm, and 3 Impulse. Just a bunch of hand traps. So I think moving forward, I'd consider cutting these and also play some Bestials. Like, I think the Bestials would have made the Yummy matchup a lot easier and just made your deck a lot stronger as well going first. Yeah, that's it for the main deck. That's 40 cards. Then extra deck as well. This is pretty cool, because I need to make some space for other cards, which is why I cut the Azamina stuff, and I didn't like drawing Queen, and Hollowed felt awkward as well. So we played on 1 Striker, Pisti, Delindris, And one quad, just because in some of your combos you need it for the zones, which helps you like kill people really easily. Then also like you need to provide 2 4s sometimes to actually make Enlightenment Paladin. So this just doing that is like pretty good to help you bridge demod. Then IP, SP, I didn't summon IP today, but in theory it comes up to help you with zones. Then one Trisborrel, one Boral Sword. I'm a big fan of this card just because you have the space, and you can summon off like Shroud. And if you just summon an IP against Lunar Light, usually they don't do anything. Then you turn this other IP plus 2 bodies into Boral Sword, and then you just like outbow flaggers. So this card's pretty cool. Then one Borderland, and I decided to play Topological Blaster Dragon. So in your 1-card Tracer and 1-card loader combos, you can trigger Topologic with, you trigger Silver Rokket and Veil Float into Tracer in the end phase, which will summon to a zone that Blaster points to, letting you bash another card from an extra deck. Then in the draw phase, you can do Activate Gaze, or like you can Tracer pop itself, summon Recharge loader to a zone that Blaster points to, and bash a third card from an extra deck. Which like cripples a lot of strategies, like losing 3 extra deck cards is pretty good. And then you also get like the shuffles as well when you want. It is sometimes awkward because sometimes you end up like just losing your whole field, which is kind of scary. So I think Shroud is a bit better going forward as well, just because it's also like a spell trap negation. And like I think ripping extra deck is all you need to do, but this is a very cool combo. Then Fatal Flare, Demod, Dragoon, Enlightenment Paladin, and Vampire. These cards were all solid, but yeah, going forward this should be Boral Shroud Dragon. Then side deck was 1 Mag, 2 Nib, 3 Red Sea. I think you need to play this with Draco, just because like if you have this Impulse and Ash, generally they can't get to Secretary on, so then you just win the game. And if you draw a Loader or Tracer, like you have enough ways to convert this, and it's a bit better when now we play Enlightenment Paladin, because then you can activate Quick Launch, summon Tracer, then synchro into Enlightenment, then turn to Demod straight away. So you turn this off and you still get like into your stuff, which is nice. Then 2 Drill, and 3 Thrust, 1 Talents, 1 Duster, 1 Goat, and 1 DG. I wasn't sure like what I wanted to do with the rest of the side deck, so I just wanted more cards for going first, because this engine felt like fine going second. There's not much space you can make to actually bring in more non-engine. So there's one more phase to insulate myself going first, because against some decks you can full send under Charmies, just because like if you rip out extra deck they usually just fall apart. Like Yummy without Snatchy is not real, but against like other decks, like if you try to rip Dracotail's extra deck, it doesn't do enough, so you need to play you need like something to like do through hand traps if you get forward. Like you can't like reliably push forward. But yeah, this deck I think has a lot of potential. There's a lot more to explore, and yeah, if you want, I can also do like a video showing a combo for Topological Blaster Dragon, just because it's like pretty easy to do, like in all your 1-card combos, which is nice. And I think it's also still playable post Breach Roll, which is another thing I'll get onto probably towards the start of next month, just showing like how I want to use Breach Roll and what I want to do with Demod. But yeah, thank you for watching, hope you enjoyed it, bye.